Hi there, Gemini. Welcome to my weekly predictive reading for March 2020. Cross-watcher energies are interchangeable, and please only take those portions that resonate with you. Okay, Gemini, off camera to save time, I've performed a protective blessing. I've meditated over and shuffled these cards just for you. We will be using a card from the deck Ask Your Guides by Sonia, Choquette. Your first card, it's the general atmosphere. It's the basis and the issue of the matter. King of Pentacles, Gemini, Earth energy person, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, could be their Sun, Moon, Venus, Mars, Jupiter. King of Pentacles can represent security. The bull's head is a symbol of Taurus. This can be an investor or a benefactor. They're a dependable, solid citizen, and they're kind to others. They're slow-moving and they're noble and sophisticated. They're very clever in business matters, like a financial wizard. They have complete mastery over the land and animals, and they love animals. This is something that's tangible, that's completing. It's the fulfillment of the desires. It's power to manifest. It's hard work and patience and good instincts and occasional stubbornness that pay off well. This is a successful business person, an investor, accountant, a banker. He has a disciplined eye on the bottom line. Could be attracting wealth, enjoyment in retirement, giving to charity, indulging in the finer things of life. There's a shadow to this card. It's not the reverse meaning, it's just the shadow to the upright meaning. Resistance to change, or over-attachment to possessions, and fear of losing your wealth or status. Your second card, and this is the energy that's crossing over your path. These are your subconscious influences. The King of Swords, Gemini, air energy, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. Now, in a general reading, don't get hung up on the gender. This could be male or females. And that's two kings in your reading, which represent minor council. This King of Swords, they're a real overthinker. They're blunt and abrupt, and they're upfront with the truth. They're a clear thinker, and they remain impartial. They have high ethical standards, and they value fairness, and they know their own truth, and they will not bend to peer pressure or societal norms. They're assertive, and they can be aggressive in the pursuit of justice. They're ethical, and they do not believe from swaying from what they believe is right. Success comes first, and they hold back their heart. They're aloof and detached, and they're good at thinking out of the box, and they're good at thinking on their feet, and they have a backbone. They're logical and clear and sharp and objective. It may be a time to take time to reason with others and be candid with your observations. This is someone that knows something. They have a connection. It's being knowledgeable and intellectual, analytical, logical, fair and responsible and professional. Maybe showing mental leadership, thinking abstractly or writing or speaking with mastery, upholding standards and developing strategies. The King of Pentacles with the King of Swords can represent a lawyer, can be house sales or moves or inheritance, financial matters. Through wisdom, one becomes wealthy, but wealth does not make one wise. And trust facts before you make any financial decisions. Your third card, this is how it affects you. These are the external influences that you are aware of. The Nine of Swords, Gemini, air energy. This is Mars in Gemini. It's like a tower in Gemini. It's worries and anxieties. You may wake up at night and not be able to get back to sleep because of all the thoughts that are racing around in your mind. It's an unfounded anxiety, insomnia, anxiety, low energy, a need to be patient. You'll need to talk about the problems that you bury and speak up to solve those problems, or it brings regrets and nightmares. This suffering is in your mind. It's a mental torture. You'll need to make required changes for a better future. These can be ruined plans or health worries. Steps should be taken to solve these problems, but you are near the end of your mental ordeal. This is a preoccupation with a past experience. You might be feeling unworthy or overly fearful or worried about the future, overly sensitive to other people's opinions. You'll need to confront your worries and fears and take steps to solve your problems. Talk to someone, write in a journal, see a doctor. If you continue to doubt and fear, they will continue to haunt you. This is a high stress card. You may be having feelings of guilt regarding a past transgression, but often the fear of difficulties is worse than the reality. The fear is far worse than the outcome. Put two and two together and look at contradictions around you, strengthen your resolve and your patience, and try not to feel so down by the temporary blockages or difficulties. Old goals darken over and new ones will lighten up. It's fresh mental pastures ahead. King of Pentacles with the Nine of Swords represents financial worries. Your fourth card, it's the position of the future. It's the results, the resolution, and the outcome. Number 9 of the major arcana, the Hermit. This can be a Virgo Sun, or someone's moon, rising, Venus, Jupiter. This is wisdom offered, it's introspection and inner guidance and insight. Silent counsel and prudence and discretion. It's receiving wisdom from above. It's instructions from an expert in your field. It can be a meeting with someone who will guide you or the seeker on the path to material or spiritual ends. This is attainment of goals and seeking meaning. You see, the Hermit withdraws from the world in order to find wisdom, and isolation allows the mind to look inwards. It's a shift of attention away from people towards examination of yourself. It's seeking solutions on your own. Could be in a different direction than you originally thought, and you may find out something substantial. This is a spiritual quest for truth and enlightenment. It's being up in your head. This person is an old soul. It's being alone and private and serious and studious, unhurried, introspective, contemplative, discriminating, feeling like an outsider. These answers are deep in your soul, and you're being on your true spiritual path. This is the card of the Pathfinder, and there is a light at the end of the tunnel. This represents a time for soul searching and meditation, the need for patience, and a time to work things out quietly. And often a degree of solitude is needed. The King of Pentacles with the Hermit is you may need solitude to gain long-term goals. It's forging your own path and being comfortable with yourself. Your fifth card, it's the bottom of the deck card. The underlying issue. This is what's unseen. The Nine of Cups, Gemini. Water energy. This is your third 9 in your layout, which represents success. The Nine of Cups, this water energy, is satisfaction. This is the wish card. It brings in great joy and happiness and dreams coming true. It's material wealth. It's everything you want and hope for. It's gratitude and appreciating what you have now. It's feeling really good, or you soon will be. Overflowing love and intense pleasure. A positive end to a problem that was quite important, and it brings joy and success. It's sensual pleasure indicated. Enjoyment and peace and harmony that come from within you. So stay true to love and do something enjoyable together. It's being full of appreciation. King of Pentacles with the Nine of Cups is a great time to make investments. It's a feast and a celebration, spreading good things. This can also be the man of your dreams. The King of Swords with the Nine of Swords is feeling depressed and helpless. The King of Swords with the Hermit is a need to go inside yourself and reflect on your communication style. King of Swords with the Nine of Cups is taking action on that great idea or thoughts that make you happy. The Nine of Swords with the Hermit card is isolation and loneliness due to anxiety. The Nine of Swords with the Nine of Cups is a bittersweet, or it's a hangover. It can be careful of what you wish for. It's obsessing over your wishes. The Hermit with the Nine of Cups is alone, but not lonely, and you're happy. It's being more interested in spiritual desires. Here's your advice from the Oracle deck. Ask Your Guides by Sonia, Choquette. Card number 13, Solitude, from your higher self. solitude, observation, contemplation, renewal, and listening. Your desire to seek solitude is appropriate this time. You're being counseled by your higher self to retreat and to renew your soul through quiet contemplation. Your nervous system has been overstimulated and you can't absorb any more input from the outer world. Step away and give yourself the necessary peace and time alone you require to revitalize your system. In doing so, you'll begin to sense, feel, and even hear the voice of your higher self, but only when you step into more natural surroundings. Reconnect with nature in whatever way is practical, given your circumstances. Fully open your heart to your higher self, even if you fear that you can't make a contact. You are making contact. Furthermore, your higher self asks that you take your time when contemplating your circumstances and considering your options. Resist the temptation to yield to any sense of urgency. There is no emergency. Your true direction will make itself known to you if you're patient. Your higher self also alerts you to the fact that not all the necessary pieces of information to make the best decision may be apparent yet. Your higher self wisely counsels that sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is to do nothing. The message? Be quiet and wait. Thanks, you guys, Gemini. I hope you stay tuned in and leave me a comment or a thumbs up. And please subscribe. Now remember, what goes around comes around, so I'm sending you out love and light and blessings. Thanks for watching.